Thomas burst onto the music scene in the late 90s after he was featured on the remix of Been Around the World. Part of a new crop of artists at Bad Boy Records, the Aurora, Illinois native got his time to shine when he released his debut single entitled I Wish. His first album, Emotional, went platinum, and it solidified him as a heavyweight in the game. But his time at the top was brief.
Feeling hungry? Head over to rrgsnacks.com to purchase a bag of our gourmet popcorn. Available in several flavors. Now you can enjoy our super messy videos all while getting your grub on. Use code POPPIN20 to receive 20% off your first order.
In an effort to pursue his dreams, Carl relocated from Illinois to New York to West Haven, Connecticut, and joined a singing group called The Formula. With some help from their producer, Tori Taylor, they signed with Epic Records. Their debut album was never released. The group eventually disbanded. Carl made his way back to New York. In 1997, he was performing at an open mic night when he was discovered by Bad Boy Records executive Sean Puff Daddy Combs. Puffy liked what he heard and signed Carl to his record label immediately. Carl fit in right away with the culture that was present at Bad Boy Records. He told Sway in the Morning that it was a really competitive atmosphere. His attitude toward other artists was, "I love you, but I'm coming to get you." Initially, he played a backup role at Bad Boy and provided the vocals for hip-hop artists like the Notorious B.I.G., LL Cool J, and Noriega. 2 years after signing, Carl was considered a prominent artist at the label. However, it seemed as if Puff wasn't in a hurry to release any of Carl's solo material, and this proved to be detrimental to Carl's livelihood. An R&B singer speaking anonymously to Village Voice website said, "I remember when Carl was signed to Bad Boy for a long time and used to hang out with me in Brooklyn. He was broke from just waiting to have his album put out." The insider said a tragic incident led to Carl's music finally getting released. On December 28, 1999, Puffy, his then-girlfriend Jennifer Lopez, and Bad Boy artist Shine were celebrating Shine's soon-to-be-released album at a New York nightclub. An altercation between Puffy and a Brooklyn guy named Matthew Scar Allen took place, which resulted in one of Scar's associates throwing a stack of money in Puffy's face. Shine said he saw someone reach for a weapon, so he pulled his as well. 3 people were injured, and Puffy, J-Lo, and Shine fled the scene. Years later, during an interview with rapper Fat Joe, Shine said, "I'm thinking about saving my life. I'd rather be judged by 12 than carried by 6. With some of the best lawyers in the game, including the late Johnny Cochran, Puffy was acquitted of all charges. Their bodyguard was acquitted as well. Shine wasn't so lucky. He was found guilty on 2 counts of assault, reckless endangerment, and gun possession, and sentenced to 10 years behind bars. The terrifying nightclub incident occurred just 2.5 years after another Bad Boy artist, the Notorious B.I.G., lost his life to gun violence. The anonymous R&B singer told Village Voice that Puffy was scrambling to rehabilitate his image and the negative press associated with Bad Boy Records. The insider said, "Puffy had no choice. He needed something to save the label." Carl's first single, I Wish, was released in February 2000 and was an instant hit. It stayed on the Billboard charts for 20 weeks and peaked at number 20. 2 more singles, Summer Rain and Emotional, also charted. Carl's debut album, Emotional, was released in April 2000 and landed at the number 2 spot. The album was eventually certified platinum, and Carl was nominated in 3 different categories at the 2001 Soul Train Awards. While he didn't take home any awards, things in his professional life were just heating up, and the world couldn't wait to see what Carl was going to do next. In April 2001, he scored another hit when he teamed up with his Bad Boy label mate, Faith Evans, for the song Can't Believe. But from there, things in his career slowed down. It took him 3 more years to release his sophomore album, entitled Let's Talk About It. The album gained some traction and was certified gold thanks to hits like She Is, featuring LL Cool J, and Make It All Right. But things in his life were about to take a turn for the worse. On Halloween 2004, Carl's brother, 34-year-old Anthony Evans, lost his life in their hometown of Aurora. According to the Chicago Tribune, a 16-year-old who was trying to earn his way into a gang mistook Anthony for a rival gang member. The tragic event greatly impacted Carl and his family's life. He told the urban music scene his brother was his biggest cheerleader. Carl stepped away from music for 18 months to grieve. He told the Chicago Tribune he traveled to South Africa and Europe and discovered more about himself. He said he learned, quote, how to face my fears and found where my strength lies, in the Lord. In 2005, Carl officially parted ways with Bad Boy. Rumors surfaced he was dropped due to poor album sales. There was also talk that he left due to money issues. Carl told the Urban Music Scene website, "My leaving Bad Boy had nothing to do with dollars and cents, but it had everything to do with a shift in personal priorities." In an interview, he added that Puffy was reluctant at first, but he finally agreed to release him from his contract. It didn't take long for Carl to start blazing his own trail. In 2006, he joined Chaka Khan, Yolanda Adams, and Gerald Levert for the song Every Day, Family Reunion, off the Medea's Family Reunion soundtrack. The song earned Carl his first Grammy nomination. He signed with Bungalow Records and released his third album in 2007, entitled So Much Better. According to Billboard, the album debuted at number 25 on the Billboard 200 and sold 28,000 units in its first week. It took another 4 years before Carl's next project came out. By the time Conquer was released in 2011, it was through another label called Verve Forecast. The album didn't do nearly as well as his previous ones and only peaked at number 165 on the Billboard 200. The next few years were quiet for Carl, up until he performed alongside some of his old label mates during the 2016 Bad Boy Family Reunion Tour. In 2018, Carl appeared on Hip Hop News Uncensored and addressed some of the rumors surrounding Puffy and Bad Boy ripping off artists. Carl said, "When I was on the label, I existed in my own microcosm with my own family and crew. I can definitely tell you that it didn't happen to me." A year later, he finally blessed his fans with new music by releasing a song called One with Heaven. And 2019 also brought on a health challenge for the veteran artist. In July of that year, he underwent surgery to remove a non-cancerous tumor in his salivary glands. Carl is known to take his time when it comes to releasing new music, preferring to focus on the authenticity of his craft. He told the Baltimore Sun, "We as Black people, man, got a lot to give and contribute to music. And I just want to make sure that what I give is honest. It's real." In 2021, he announced he was joining Donnell Jones and Dave Hollister to form R&B supergroup The Chi. Not only will they be repping their hometown of Chicago, but they'll be bringing us the kind of R&B music we've all been yearning for. We can't wait to see what The Chi has in store, and we wish Carl nothing but the best. Let us know your thoughts on Carl Thomas's career, and thanks for watching Real Reality Gossip.